Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we will be filming a plan with me for the week of March 11th to the 17th. I will be using the paper pad here that has floral, the memory keeping, colorful boxes, travel, another memory, happy memory keeping, and a choose happy mini. So I'm not using anything from Etsy this week. Those are my washies. This week was special. I have my Bachelorette party during the weekend, so I'm going back home, and I wanted to bring out like the floral, something that represents really like feminine. So I'm gonna go into one of the happy memory keeping, the one that's all about florals, and do like a kind of a border, but I'm doing just the lower half of my spread. So I'm gonna have flowers, as you can see, like I will put them in the bottom half, so I will lose the Sunday lower box and a little bit of the Monday lower box. Yeah, so right now I'm just sticking them on there. Everything that's like excess, that's like going over the page, I'm going to cut it off and add it somewhere else on the page. And yeah, I will be right back after I'm done all of this floral making. Hello again. So I'm back. I'm going to be finishing the flowers right now, and this is how it turns out after I'm done with the flowers. So let's move on to Monday. Alright, so I have a 2-day sale Monday and Tuesday, so that's why I'm going to put this box horizontally. And since it is for my work, I'm going to put that little anchor sticker. That is a 3D sticker. I'm going to put it in the top right corner, and then I'm just going to write in sailing, and they are just trials for like the engines and stuff. I wanted to put flowers in the background just so that it doesn't look kind of out of place, and so that there's a little bit more pop of flowers in that corner, I guess. Alright, so right here I'm using this little sticker pad. I'm going to use the box that says things we did with the gold around it. So I do have a little bit of gold foil that I am bringing throughout the spread. It's not everywhere, but since that little strip of washi has it, I was like, why not? I'll add some more gold. So here I'm just adding a green box to the top. That is just to say that I have to go to work prior to 7. And then in things we did in that box, I'm going to just put in some stuff that I've done during the day while I was sailing. Alright, and then here we ended up sleeping on the ship even though we were technically in harbor. So I'm just going to use a little girl from Tashima Prince and put sleep on ship afterwards. Now on Tuesday, I'm going to take a to-do list that came from the Choose Happy Mini. And then I'm just going to put some hearts afterwards and put some other things that we've done while we were sailing. And that day we actually came back at 5 and we were allowed to leave to go back home. So in the evening, I had some me time with a little bit of bath. So I'm putting a girl here from Miss Moss. And then afterwards, I also had a bill due that day. So I'm putting a little green box that has over some white out because I didn't like the way I had written it first. So I'm adding some little money sticker at the top corner as well. Now for Wednesday, we had something called a Hands Fallen at Work. That was at 9, so that's very important. So that's why it's in a box of its own. And then I added 2 hearts afterwards, just for some stuff that I did during the work and to remind me of things. Alright, now Wednesday is the last day I have at work and I start my vacation on Thursday. So I will be going home on Thursday. So I took this packing list sticker from the travel sticker pack. And then I just added a heart checklist that's actually washi on the side and just wrote everything that I'm going to be bringing with me. And I put a little passport sticker on the side just because I felt like having the list there kind of made it have a white space on the side. And although I am a white space planner, like when there's that much white space, it kind of not freaks me out, but like I don't like it. So I have to add something to it. That's why I added that passport. And then under that, I had another bill due that day, which was my visa. So I added the green box as well. Or not. Oh, before doing that, I'm so sorry guys. Before doing that, I added at the bottom just that I read before bed. Now it's the green box that has the visa payment. Something you don't see here is that I'm actually putting this type of box, the full box I'm using here, I put it behind the visa box, but you'll see that later. So on Thursday, like I said, I put that full box, which is the paper pad that I used, that I showed you in before. And then I just put a black box saying relaxing day since I'm off work and my flight wasn't until the evening. And then I added just a girl that's on the couch playing on her phone as a sticker to represent that. As for my fiance Kyle, he had a dental appointment. So I put a green box for that and a tooth on the side. I was almost going to say teeth, but then I realized that tooth is singular. Alright, afterwards I put the car that says off to, and I'm going to say to the airport code. And then I also put this sticker that had all my flight information. Now for the sake of the video, I'm just going to put the airline I was with, which was WestJet. And then I added some flowers afterwards because I was like, there's some flowers in the corners and there's some flowers on Monday and Tuesday. I might as well add some afterwards. So I put a to-do list on the evening of Thursday because after my flight we did a couple things. So I just wanted to remind that like my mom came to get me at the airport, that I undid my baggage, that I texted my fiance to say I was home, and that I got free Kindle books which is the best type of books, which are free. Don't get me wrong, I love books, like physical books, but when ebooks are free, I might as well get them, you know? And then I just put afterwards a hamburger from the food sticker book, since we had homemade hamburgers that night. Now, for the weekend, prior to just starting off on Friday, so my Bachelorette was starting on Saturday. So you're gonna notice I put a sticker that is a little bit longer. That comes from the Choose Happy Mini sticker book. So I put that, and then I added some stickers around it just so that I can fill out that white space as well. And then I move on to Friday, and I put a box because my mom had off that day, and so we spent like a mother-daughter Friday, like shopping together and stuff, which was really nice. And right here I'm actually writing Bachelorette weekend. I originally wrote it just in pen, and then I did some things and I didn't like it, so I had to go over it with a Tombow pen. Now I bought this on Wish, so I'm not really good with the whole calligraphy thing yet, but I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. Alright, so here's the box I was talking about. I'm just gonna write on it full day with mom, and then I'm gonna add afterwards a 4 checklist that is from the Colorful Boxes sticker book, and just write on there what we did. So we went shoe shopping, we went to Costco, we did a manicure pedicure type of thing, and we also did a couple things in the kitchen. So we made a spaghetti sauce, which I absolutely adore. So I'm gonna write that down right now. I didn't realize that I was writing out of the frame, and I'm so sorry about that, guys. I do end up pulling up a little bit later. But I am adding at the bottom a pizza sticker from the food sticker book, and just writing where we went and who was there, because we went to celebrate my birthday. So there you go, you can see it now. Yeah, so we celebrated my birthday a little bit early with the people that aren't necessarily coming to Halifax, where I live now, since my grandparents, they obviously don't travel anymore. So that's why I wrote that. Now here, my camera cut out, but I wanted to show you guys that I wrote everything that happened during the Bachelorette. I wrote it down with little hearts next to it, and then I put at the top a little sticker just to say what time it started. And then afterwards I had a sleepover with my friends. Some of the girls from the Bachelorette actually stayed over, so we did that. Moving on to Sunday, it was St. Patrick's Day, and I had nothing to represent it besides a couple of green throughout the spread, so I decided to put a green box and say St. Patty's Day, obviously. I also put a couple of clovers that you can find in the sticker books. And then afterwards, I just put a bacon and said I had breakfast with the girls. Now there wasn't any space to add some more, so this is my final spread. Now let's move on to the sidebar. So I put another of one of those full boxes that comes from the paper pad, and I put a quote on it that says, "You are so very loved." I felt like this was perfect for this week since it was my Bachelorette and I saw a bunch of people from back home. Then I added a habit tracker, which will be for tracking my reading. And then I added a stack of books down just to represent the 2 books I was planning on reading. I ended up just reading one because obviously during a Bachelorette you don't really read. But yeah, so I added those, and that is my final spread. when I go out of full space, you're gonna see what I'm talking about when I said that like I added something behind the Visa payment, because I felt like there wasn't, not that there wasn't any flowers, but anyways, so there we go. Bye guys, enjoy.